Hey, democracy have returned back to River State. Nonsense. Nonsense. And if you are one of those who think democracy have returned to River State, then you need to think again. You really need to think again. Democracy has just been buried in River State. That's what has happened. Now, of course, there have been talks that Fubara will be resuming office if it's not really resumed by now. And a lot of people are celebrating, hey, Fubara is back, hey, Fubara has returned back to power, hey, democracy has been restored in River State. We are just deceiving ourselves, and I don't know when we'll stop doing that. We have deceived ourselves for far too long. And I expect that by now we should be able to read in between the lines, to be able to understand things by ourselves. What is happening right now, and I'm not really sure why Fubara is coming back. Honestly, I'm not even sure why he's coming back. Because except he's just only interested in the salary or the title of the governor. Because right now, before he was a puppet, but now he's a toy in the hands of Wike. He's a toy. If I was in his shoe, I would not come back. What will be happening going forward in River State is like a man who has been kidnapped and is constantly being given a ransom note to read to his people to make demands, to do the biddings of his kidnappers, of his captors. Right now, if Wike should tell Fubara, jump up, the only option, the only question Fubara is allowed to ask is how high. Yes, that's exactly what has happened. We have Wike officially back as a third-term governor in River State. Because every decision that we made in River State concerning the governance of River State, the finances of River State, the future of River State, every freaking thing will be made from Abuja by Wike and his lord, Tinubu. Until the Supreme Court entertained the case regarding the suspension of Fubara as the elected governor of River State for 6 months, until the Supreme Court entertained that case and give a judgment nullifying that illegality by the Tinubu-led federal government, democracy is gone completely in River State. Democracy is gone. And if you think it is victory for Fubara because he's coming back, no. What Fubara has done right now is that he has given his hands out. They have been tied. And now he's going to sit down there like a very humble servant, answering yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. While those in Abuja, the president and his co-travelers will have their hand dipped into the treasury of River State. That's exactly what will be happening in River State. And for some of you who are loving Fubara, as well, I really pity the people I pity most are those from River State. The River State people, I really pity una. For those who are still sitting there and shouting Wike, una never know what you don't do for yourself. People don't know what you've done to yourself. Una know what you don't do yourself. Democracy have been killed. You know, the funny thing is that Nigerians, we allow a lot of things to happen and go. We rant for a few minutes, they just sit down and watch us, they will keep quiet. And they will keep quiet, and then we'll move on, and they continue doing whatever they want to do. I guess what? Our leaders are so-called leaders. These mafians that are leading us are so smart. You know what they do? They test us and they observe. Now they have seen that they can do anything and go scot-free. They have tested the waters and said that they know deep, we will feel waka pass am. They have tested the fire in no hot, we will pass am. If you think 2023 was terrible, watch out for 2024-7, because these people have been emboldened by our silence, our negligence, our inactivity. They have been emboldened. They have seen that, look, these guys can do nothing. I'm not promoting violence. I'm not encouraging one. But there are many ways to hold these people to account without violence. Many ways to hold people to account. Because what is happening in River State, River State. And you know the funny thing is that I have always had this of all the states in Niger Delta. In short, in the south side and south, it's always seen people from Rivers and Delta State as people that, and those that people I cannot mess up with, they can always stand up for their right. Can always stand up and fight for their right and defend what they stand for. But I've been proven wrong. Rivers will not form my hand. Chai. Will not form my hand, honestly. This thing that has happened in Rivers State. Hey, a very terrible precedent has been set. Honestly, any government will come in, at any level, federal government can come in any day and sit down and suspend an elected, duly elected. That's what they told us, that Fubara was duly elected and returned elected as governor of Rivers State. And if that is the case, and another elected official somewhere in Abuja will sit down and said he's suspending another elected official in another theory. If it was a local government chairman, a state governor that suspended a local government chairman, they would have been saying a lot of things. He doesn't have the right. He doesn't have the right. This is a different tier of government. This is a different tier of government. They don't have the right. This blah 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 blah. But look at what Tinubu has done, and he called our bluff. He successfully called our bluff. It vexed me, honestly. It vexed me. It vexed me. You know, Fubara has shown himself to be a weakling. A weakling. When Amechi was the governor of Rivers State, even when he turned against the then sitting president, Jonathan, and had the likes of Wike working with the president, they could not dare. They could not. They could not. And if they have tried it, Wike would have resisted, Amechi would have resisted them and stood strong and tall. But look at what's going on. Sim. You don't lose your network, honestly. You are a networkless SIM card right now like this. You are now a certified slave to Tinubu and Wike. If you ask to jump, the only thing you can ask is how high. You can't even dare to ask why. You can't. I don't know why you came back, I don't know. That peace that was brokered by the same man that suspended you. It no be peace. No be peace at all. That was a sealing of your faith. They brought in a retired military man to come and sit down as administrator. Unconstitutionally. For 6 months, that man have not given account. What did he do with the money that was coming to the state every month? The allocations coming to the state, the internal revenue, how much was generated? That man need to do a proper handover and tell us what he did with the money. We don't finish our order. Kai 2027. If we don't wake up, if we don't wake up, we go wail and wail and wail and wail and wail. Anyway, I love to talk past like this.